Sure, we are. We are going live right now, folks, on Multi Monday.
Don't knock the
And
two.
tonight we are going to be looking into the oatmeal stouts. Banners, stop. I want to welcome in my chat tonight. We have, in my panel, I should say, first off, Drunken One.
Hey.
We have Thrash.
Cheers.
Alex the Beer Master.
Stop.
Miscellaneous Brew Reviews.
Cheers.
Beer Man.
Cheers.
Michael Kormaroff, Stout King.
Hello.
Last Beer.
Present.
Yeah.
Roll call.
We also have Thomas Metal 75, Eric,
Hold on.
and Jeremy V.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Full panel tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And cheers to the chat, which is, hey, we got some more people popping in.
Daryl, what's up?
So, cheers to Daryl Macias.
Tommy.
Cheers, Thrash. Tom Carroll, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you are enjoying a nice beverage of your choice at home. And it'd be better if it was an oatmeal stout, so you could drink along with us.
Glug, 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 glug.
All right. Well, let's see. There's actually a write-up on the BJCP on this. So that's very good.
How about that?
It makes it easier.
Mm-hmm.
So 16B on the BJCP. Overall impression is a very dark, full-bodied, roasty, malty ale with a complementary oatmeal flavor. Sweetness, balance, and oatmeal impression can vary considerably. Sure can. The comments on this, generally between sweet and Irish stouts and sweetness, variations exist from fairly sweet to quite dry, as well as English and American versions. American versions tend to be more hoppy, less sweet, and less fruity. The level of bitterness also varies, as does the oatmeal impression. Light use of oatmeal may give a certain silkiness of body and richness of flavor, while heavy use of oatmeal can be fairly intense in flavor with an almost oily mouthfeel. Dryish finish and slight grainy astringency. When judging, allow for differences in interpretation. History. A variant of nourishing or invalid stouts of the late 1800s, using oatmeal in the grist, similar to the development of sweet stouts that used lactose. An original Scottish version used a significant amount of oat malt. Later went through a shady phase where some English brewers would throw a handful of oats into their party-guiled stouts in order to legally produce a healthy oatmeal stout for marketing purposes.
There you go.
Most popular in England between the world wars, was revived in the craft beer era for export, which helped lead to its adoption as a popular modern American craft beer style that uses a noticeable, not symbolic, quantity of oats. All right. I think that's it. I think that's good. We can stop there. I don't have to go into all the style comparison stuff. Click the right X this time. I didn't exit myself out of the building. So let's go ahead and get our first examiner up here to showcase his brew, and that would be.
Oh, this guy. I like this guy. All right. Cheers. Thanks for having me, Bumpy. I have a somewhat clean glass, and I brought this one called Convict Hill. It's a oatmeal stout. Obviously, it is a 5%. Try not to get my camera out of whack. That's brewed in Austin, Texas. Yeah. Ale brewed by Independence Brewing Company, Austin, Texas. All right, let's crack into it. See what she looks like. Cheers to the panel members in the chat. All y'all rock, especially on Mondays.
I've had that one before. That's a pretty good one.
It is a good one. Yeah, I to be honest, I've had it before myself. It's been a while, but yeah, going to revisit it. Pours up with a 2-finger head, every bit of a 2-finger head. And I cleaned my fingernails today, just for the occasion. Just for the occasion. All right, so here's the color of it. We'll get a little light shining through it, see if we can see anything. I don't think anybody's going to see anything through these things. No. Oh, maybe just a smidgen if my lights were a little better. Anyway, yeah, super dark beer. All right, cheers. Can't wait to get into it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's drunken one.
Thank you. Yum. I got to get my notepad.
You have hair?
Huh? I have hair. I don't know about the best hair. That's a real toss-up right there. You got Last Beer and Jamie both in here at once. Holy crap! Have a best hair on the internet.
Oh boy! Thanks, Chad.
Nothing against Eric. Right.
All right. Thank you, D1.
You're welcome, sir.
So I've had these guys sitting out. I have a couple of them sitting out. This is the oatmeal milk stout from Finkel and Garf. These guys rock it at craft beer. I think they're out of Boulder. If not Boulder, they're downtown Denver. I can't remember where they're at. But this is a 5.5% alcohol by volume. Let's crack her open. It's probably around 50 degrees right now. So perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to wait as the warm happens. I do like going through the rainbow colors when I first get a new brew, but it's very tight and loose bubbles in here. Very nice, very dark.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Roasty toasty. A little lactose through the head. Oh, yeah. This is going to be good. I've rated it before, I think, on Malty Monday with BuMpy, but you're going to see the head just like go down to nothing.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, cheers.
Nice.
Cheers. Thanks, Thresh.
Thank you.
Alex.
What is up, everybody?
Legendary.
Well, yes, got the oatmeal Samuel Smith Stout.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to having it. I've had a couple of these in the past. Pretty good. Let's see what it looks like in the glass once I get it poured up. Ooh. There we go. Smells good. I like this fancy stuff. I don't know what it's all about, but I think it's awesome that they have this fancy stuff. All right, let's pour it up, shall we?
Poor beer.
He's going Jill today. Wow.
Poor. Look at the concentration right now. What? Concentrating.
How's that? Is not a real true Alex Beermaster pour, but it could be a part two of an Alex Beermaster. You got the main Alex Beermaster pour, and you got the part two of it, which will be the
I think you got a middle finger head there.
Yeah, yes I do. So yeah, middle finger head there, and nice and dark there, and I'll tell you all the smells and the taste on the next time around. But it's gonna be delicious, I think. Cheers.
I think so too, man. And
Thanks for letting me join,
Thank you,
Legendary
folks.
BuMpy. Again, thank you, man.
Oh yeah. All right. Miscellanea.
Magnitos.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Today I have an oatmeal stout at 6.5% out of Pinellas Park, Florida. It's by Big Storm Brewing Company. This is their Oats and Hose Nitro. Haven't had the Nitro version, so I've had this beer before. I figured I'd revisit it. I don't know. I could have had a couple when I tried it and didn't like it. So let's see if the Nitro is in there. Oh, that was weak. It's usually, can usually hear. I don't know.
What's the date on it, Andrew?
Doesn't have one.
That's an Alex pour right there now. I like
There
that.
you go.
Of course, it's gonna
There you go.
cascade. It's gonna cascade. It's nice,
Woo! That's
but
Nitro.
it's not looking that way because I didn't hear any fizz. That's
Yeah. No widget?
No widget in there?
I think I
think I
think
got
you're the
three.
first Alex pour tonight.
Oh,
Reverse Alex pour.
There it
a
does.
couple middle finger heads there.
There you go.
Yeah, 3 fingers, And that's disappointing already, in my opinion. Nitro beer didn't sound nitro to me. But the head looks pretty rich and creamy, pretty tight knit, and it's fairly opaque. You get some red root beer color hue at the bottom, but we'll see. I'm already dinging it. I haven't even smelled it or sipped it.
All right. Well, thank you, miscellaneous, and cheers.
Misleading.
All right. Let's type in something real quick, and we can bring in
Hey,
our Monica man.
hey, hey. I got a burp. Shoes come. Okay. So.
There it is.
Sorry. Thanks, BuMpY, man. Awesome. So this one's Machine House. It's a little tiny burp. Machine House Brewery out of Seattle, Washington. It's an English style oatmeal stout. 6.2% ABV. No IBUs listed. I don't have a date either. I was gonna go with the one that my wife likes. It was a vanilla oatmeal stout, or an American style, I think, or something. I don't know, but it was it's really good though. But I figured I'd get something different. Let's go ahead and pour it.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice. Hiss at the top there. All right.
Ooh.
Wow, he's gonna get the
That's a
Alexander.
combo pour.
Gloves. You're gonna do a drunken one and fill your keyboard up.
Oh, God, no.
Nice 3-finger head. Frothy, real tight knit bubbles there. Some rockiness in the top from the slop from that fast pour, but other than that, a pretty memory foamy looking thing here.
Oh,
Yeah, cocoa head. Here it is. Cocoa head. Yeah, very dark, opaque. Can't see through it. Dark brown. Good medium rising bubbles or so. Yeah. Can't wait to try this. Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
Okay.
I have the same one that Alex has. Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout from Tadcaster, England. And this is an 18.7 ounce bottle, 550 milliliters. Imported by Merchant Divan. Let's see what it looks like in the glass.
They put out a pretty good product, man.
Oh, yeah.
Not had a bad beer from them.
Okay. Let's see. The pour is looking good. Stick that down. There's a little bit left in the glass, but that's what it looks like in the glass. Very dark brown, reddish highlights through the middle. The head is finger beige, very bubbly head. And I'm also looking forward to drinking this one. I have not had a bad beer from Samuel Smith as well.
Yeah.
We'll be back with my description.
We'll be right back.
Awesome.
Cheers,
Thank you,
Michael.
Cheers, Michael.
We'll be.
It's my turn already. All right, so tonight I have from Union Craft Brewing out of Baltimore, Maryland. This is their Pajama Pants. It is an oatmeal stout infused with roasted coffee. It is 8.5%, 55 IBUs. No can date, so I don't know how old it is, but we'll see. Looks like it's got carbonation to it. Oh, it smells good. Pour it up here. So,
Wow, look at that. Fill your car up with that.
right.
Good boys.
I would recommend against that.
Right to the brim. So yeah, about a 2-finger head on this guy. Nice bubbles up top. Can't see through it. Already smell that coffee. Can't wait to dive into this one. So cheers.
Cheers.
Josh.
That looks great, Josh.
Cheers, Josh.
Crazy.
Creamy.
Yeah.
Creamy.
Creamy.
All right, I've got the Free State Oatmeal Stout. It's out of Lawrence, Kansas. 6.1% ABV. What did I say? 42 IBUs. Get in this. How much pour? No.
Come on, be an outstanding Mr. Pour. Come on.
Plug in it too. Wow.
Like Beer Man would say, a nice frothy head.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
That's perfect. Ounce to
Who's
beer
counting?
master.
Who's counting? 15 finger head, but anyway.
8
You
fingers.
get a light. Oh, this is the only light I've got.
Still can't see shit through it.
Can't see nothing doing it.
Awesome.
So,
Oh, shit.
Nice.
anyway, let's get those.
Good, Jeremy.
Oh,
That was awesome.
Oh, get a
Thanks.
little bit of what is it?
Oh, we'll come back. We'll come back to the aromas in the taste.
Appreciate you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Sharon. That was a
yeah.
nice.
Oh, wait a
great.
minute. Everybody has a different order on their shows. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
You're right.
I apologize.
This has become the new norm, I think. Wait a minute. No, not new normal crap. We're drinking beer online. It's called a Mayflower. Oatmeal stout, 5.6%. Oh, 5.4%. Oh, I forgot to say. Hello and thank you for stopping by the Bumpy Road channel on YouTube. Thanks for having us.
That's right.
This sucker is Plymouth, Massachusetts, thus the Mayflower. And packaged on the 5th of January, 2021. This is their November to February offering. And 28 IBUs. It is, let's see here, pale roasted barley, flaked oats, oat malt, special B, and pale chocolate with Galena and East Kent Gildings.
Nice.
Hopping.
That sounds
So,
great.
all right, let's do an appropriate pour, I guess.
Great glass, man.
A little bit of some carbonation there for some reason, but otherwise, look at that. You judge how many fingers of a head that is. Nice, creamy, tan, mocha-looking head, and fairly dark. A little bit of the red, but just this one's pretty plain dark with lots of big bubbles and tiny bubbles. Looking great.
Mocha Luca high, make a lay, make a low.
Oh, it smells good. Cheers, people. Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
Great.
Cheers.
That looks great.
Thank you, Eric. That Mary and the Butcher drinking craft beers tonight.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Budweiser's gonna be freaking mad.
It tastes like
We're gonna sue YouTube.
The beer that I am bringing tonight, this is from the Schilling Beer Company, but it's like an off thing that they do. So it's called Resilience, which is the American Ale Project, because Schilling Beer Company pretty much just does all Germanic style brews. And then they do their American styles through this Resilience brewery. But this one's called the Venal. It's an oatmeal stout at 5.5% ABV. That's the can art.
Nice.
It's nice.
Oh,
Like Jimi Hendrix.
This is about 2.5 weeks old at the time. Opening of it.
Open up, damn it.
And the pour.
Ooh, perfect.
nice.
Oh,
All right, so very nice kind of mocha colored head. It's got the mix of bubbles depending on which side you're looking at, but they are all starting to kind of form into the larger bubbles. Color of the beer itself, well, it's got a little bit of a caramel cherryish hue down at the bottom here, but pretty dark brown color. Beautiful. It's like the ace of spades. My inner chatio started coming out.
As long as it doesn't hurt, you're all right.
Let's go ahead and get D1 back in here so you can talk about.
Yeah. All right. I made up some notes. Okay, so the burn-on date is 12/21 of of 21. It is 8%. It is 25 IBUs. This is the Convict Hill thing we're talking about right now without wrecking my camera. Okay, pours up with a really dark color like y'all seen a while ago, 2-finger head that dissipated quickly. The aromas are of roasted oats, dark malty aroma I put on there with coffee and chocolate. The alcohol is well hidden, although it's 8%, it's well hidden. It's got a creamy, medium to full kind of body to it, and it coats the tongue. And then looking, it's really good actually. It's which it coats the tongue. It's kind of sweet. Leaves your tongue satisfied with what it does, right? But after researching it just a little bit, I found that it's brewed with American two-row, chocolate malt, roasted barley, and oats. And the hops are nugget, and then the yeast is American ale. And so the food pairings, food pairings are smoked meats, cheeses, chilies, stews, sweet potatoes, chocolate mousse, bourbon pecan pie. Now that does sound good with this. And vanilla bean ice cream beer floats. Ooh, man, right?
Wow.
So yeah, digging it so far. I've had it before. I want to say it was like $10.99 a 6-pack. I don't know. I just buy them. Why ask why, right? So yeah, so it wasn't totally expensive. They're easy to find at the Specs place or like your bigger beer places, but you're probably not going to find this at a gas station, which is all right. You know, it's kind of limited on the availability, but so far so good. I'm loving it, guys. I'm loving it, and yeah, we don't have any food to pair with these things this time, but yeah, so far so good. Thanks for having me, and it's awesome.
Cheers, Drunken One.
Thank you. Cheers.
One thing I really like about stouts is it always goes with like vanilla bean ice cream.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Would too.
Yeah. Finkel and Garf. We got the oatmeal milk stout, 5.5. Yeah, 5.5. Haven't drank any yet because I've had it before. It is a wonderful beer. This is the third time I bought it in like half a year. And if you look, it's still keeping a very nice head on it. I mean, the lacing is like really nice.
Yeah, it is. Huh?
If you go through it, you can't see through it at all. And even at the edge, I mean, it is like so hard to get that ruby little light there. It is a
really
very, very thick beer. The roastiness, toastiness on the nose. And the lactose comes way through now since the head went down. You get some sweetness with it, but then it counterbalanced with the roast. So it really, it's kind of a wholesome, very full nose feel on this thing. Yeah, let's go in for a taste. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, this time I've done something that I haven't done before. I let not only this beer, but I have another one here that I'm going to pour up after I'm done with this one. I let them sit out for a while. So they're starting off pretty warm right now. I'm going to say they're about almost 50 degrees. Not quite there. But right now I'm getting a lot of the roastness and the lactose is coming through very well. It is a kind of a sweet stout, if you want to call it that. The roastiness is not buried by it, but it's in competition with the sweetness. So, and I'm hearing echo too. The nose really plays with the taste. So carbonation level is medium to light at the moment. You get some of that kind of a baker's chocolate, not a semi-sweet, but a very hard baker's chocolate. So the roastiness and that really hard non-sweet chocolate is really coming through. The lactose is balancing it out, but it's in the background in a little bit. But I'm sure it gets really complex as the temperature changes. So it envelops the envelops your tongue with that baker's chocolate just through and through. On the back end, you get a little bit of bitterness from the roast. The lactose really just like makes everything flow. So it being an oatmeal milk stout, I think the oatmeal was more or less, I wouldn't say an afterthought, but an addition to make the beer more mouthfeely, very enveloping of the mouth. It's just the character there is there. I really like this beer. So cheers, y'all. I'll give you a score. I know what the score is. Everybody knows the score. I already given it before.
Cheers, Thresh.
Awesome.
Very good beer. Get
Cheers. Yeah. All right. So this is what I'll be drinking. The oatmeal stout from what's called Samuel Smith, and that's what it looks like. And I tell you, it is very good quality beer because the head is still on there, so it proves it right there. It's quality beer. All right, let's see what it smells like, shall we? Yeah, it's nice and dark too, and it's 5% too.
This guy's over the pond, I tell you.
That smells really good. It smells like an oatmeal stout. It smells like a dark oatmeal stout. It smells like maybe it's going to be creamy. I haven't had this in a while, but I've had it. So let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers. I'm thirsty.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Let's see.
First thing you taste is kind of like a chocolate malt oatmeal or something like that. Very creamy, just the way I'd want it. Very delicious. It's a little bit dry on the back end. It makes you want to go back for more. That is for sure.
Now, in the BJCP write-up, they mentioned how English ones could have more of a fruit note to them too, versus American ones. Do you get any fruitiness out of that?
Fruitness. I do taste a little sweetness, a little bit of bitterness, and also a little bit of sweetness as I'm noticing. Let me see if there's any fruitness. I think I do kind of taste like a fruit, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't know what kind of fruit it's supposed to taste like, but it tastes really good. Very light on the mouthfeel, though. Very creamy, very light on the mouthfeel. Although it's a 5%, so you can make a session out of these. You can session these. So these kind of stouts you can drink as much as you want. It's a 5%, so very good stuff. So if you can get Samuel Smith oatmeal stout, please do, and I'll give it a rating next time around.
I think that JV needs to have a conversation with you, or he wants to have a conversation with you before you do your rating.
Who?
Yeah, we need to talk, Alex, before you rate.
Well, that's fine, Jeremy. I don't mind.
We need Hundies.
Hundies? Oh.
All right. Thank you very much, Alex.
Thank you.
That is a great stout, too. So.
It is very tasty.
Oh, it is good.
And
very
now,
perfect. It's very perfect to drink as much as you want, like I said. Appreciate you.
I saw some private chat stuff going on here from this dude, so interested.
You guys ready for this? Nitro Oats and Hose from where the hell did I say? Pinellas Park, Florida. I remembered it's very reminiscent of the last time I had it. First thing, the head looked pretty good. Beer looked pretty tasty. First ding I'm gonna give it is it's not a nitro beer. Open, cracked sound, just like a regular beer. I looked in the bottom of the can where they usually affix a plastic device in here, and there is no rattle can effect.
I think they mislabeled that.
I think they relabeled their just plain old crappy beer and tried to sell it in a different fashion. So, yeah, on the nose, I got like very, very mild hints of chocolate. I'm not getting any roast. I do pick up a little bit of that oatmeal, but that's really about it. Head retention is slim to none. Weird at a 6.5% is that it's kind of got some legs to it. I find that to be quite strange myself. Does have this beer is just, it's all wrong. I tell you guys like, why don't you drink more stuff in Florida? Because 90% of it is not good. It almost does have a little sharp booziness to it, but it's not like over the top. This one smells more boozy than that Bourbon County I drank last night. But we're going for the sip. Cheers.
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 Good luck.
So there's an opening for good brewers in Florida. If anybody wants to open a brewery,
Sounds like it. Wow.
All right, so it's pretty crushable. It's thin body beer. It's a bit watery. I don't get chocolate notes. I get a slight bitter and almost like a metallic finish. It's not good. I'm so glad I only bought one can of this. I knew to only buy one can of this because I had their regular version of this, and this is so-called nitro. Not so much.
So the other beer was as bad.
It was, just as bad. It tastes just as bad.
Awesome.
All you need.
At least you only bought one.
Never to go back there.
So, yeah, Big Storm Brewery. I've never tried anything else from that company. They could make really good stuff, but they shit the bed when they made this.
So I'm asking for
guys,
JP.
I'm gonna polish this one off and I'm gonna go get a real beer.
Do you think that it's possible you could score that 100? I think JP.
Absolutely not. I don't even know if this will be the lowest scored beer I've ever scored.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Well, thank you for your
complete
complete
like a
honesty.
rain pour, but it's pretty damn close. I might break history today, boys.
Awesome. Actually, what Chatio scored a beer like 26 or something like that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He had like the lowest freaking
26.
score I've ever heard.
Wow.
I don't know.
Dude, they don't even have scorecards.
They got me for $3.25. I think.
I know, at least it was wet. You know,
You done got robbed.
That's all right. It is what it is.
You still only got one can.
That's right. I knew not to buy a 4-pack of that shit.
Awesome. Thank you, Miscellaneous.
Cheers, miscellaneous.
Cheers.
Thank God. Get a good beer.
Hey, all right. So I haven't had this either. I'm gonna swirl it a little. Gonna get it going. Poured about a 3-finger head. Let's get into it on the nose. Yeah, it's got a nice. There's a way hella different smell coming out of the bottle, but off of this, I'm getting oatmeal cookies, like kind of an oatmeal cookie kind of flavor or smell in the nose. Oatmeal cookie with a slight, like espresso note or something, very light. Little chocolate, kind of a slight fruity, maybe some raisin or something. Going in here, you're getting burnt sugar, like molasses, burnt sugar. Yeah, just real nice, like the crust that burns off the edge of your oatmeal fruit pie or whatever you're baking that has oatmeal on it or something in the oven. I don't know if you've, like the candied, let's say candied cherries underneath the oatmeal or whatever. what the hell am I talking about? The brown sugar oatmeal crust or something. And it like melts off and it's burnt and it tastes like charred, like molasses. Yeah. So kind of got that. Anyway, looking at it, it's a dark brown for sure. Opaque, can't see through it. Medium rising bubbles, a tan colored head. Definitely beige, tan, this, that. It's got these weird like shoo kind of lacing things going on right now.
Shoe lacing.
So like they kind of shoot up.
What was that again? Can you do that again?
Yeah.
Like seagulls or crows.
It's a brown. It's a Tootsie Roll brown. No red. No red. I don't get any red. All right, cool. Let's go for the taste. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man.
Tootsie Roll brown.
Hope you had better luck than I did.
Don't kind of spin it out.
Don't make him puke.
Come on.
Oh, it's really soft. Really soft mouthfeel, creamy and soft. A nice medium, real kind of full body. Drinkable. Does have that charred kind of feel, like the charred, like charcoaly, acrid-y, not acrid, more just like the roasted malt kind of like maybe chocolate malts and roasted malts of some kind, whatever. But a little coffee coming out of that though with that. It's very smooth. Chocolate, baker's chocolate, more or less.
Mm.
You don't get the molasses or anything like that, or that burnt sugary kind of smell or taste coming out of the taste. It's a little chalky in the back and dry around my palate and my throat there. But it runs off real quick. Nice medium finish, medium fast finish. It's nice. So a little bit of it's just real subtle with everything I mentioned. Just very subtle, not overdoing it. 6.2, so it's kind of midi sesh, like almost not sesh, but
Drunk in one sesh.
I'll drink to that. Cheers.
But a good one, no alcohol, nothing like that. But you do get a slight like raisin. I'm wanting to go with more raisin or something in the fruit if I get anything at all. It's very light. I was reading the BJCP2 thing anyway about it, and just after what BuMpY said, I just wanted to kind of refresh again. But it seems like it's pretty on point, so I don't know. I like it. It's good. Good style here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Okay. Like Alex, I'm drinking the Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout, 5%. And if you look at it, the head has declined to just a thin beige head on the top. If you swirl it, you do get good head retention and good lacing along the top. Looking again through it, you do get some really nice ruby highlights. The beer itself is definitely still dark brown. Let me get a nose on it. You get a very malty kind of front to it. You can get a little bit of the chocolate in the background, but it's not a prominent nose on it. Let me take a sip. Cheers.
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 Cheers, Michael.
Cheers.
This is just a wonderful beer.
Cheers.
I mean, it's really good. So I'm getting creamy kind of mouthfeel on it. Some chocolate, but it's not dominating chocolate, just a little bit. And it's a very, almost like a medium sweet chocolate. Very smooth, very easy drinking. And as BuMpY mentioned, I am getting some of the fruit, but it's mild. It's not a strong fruit taste, but it's there. I can't say that I guess the creaminess is coming from the oats, but the mouthfeel is light. It's light and very drinkable. And like Alex said, you could drink quite a few. because it's only 5%. Very simple.
Because
But
it's
this is
English.
highly recommended, and it's very available in most of your bottle shops because I think you can get most of Samuel Smith's line. A little bit on the pricey side, but I don't know. Something like this, I think, was $5.50 for this bottle. It's an imperial pint, but it's not a bad price. But I'm enjoying it, and I'll come around the next time. BuMpy, thank you for having me tonight.
Thanks for being here, Michael.
Cheers,
it's always
Michael.
A pleasure.
Cheers.
And as Alex would say, appreciate you.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes,
Appreciate this guy too. It's always bringing us last beer. Just
Oh, Josh brought
I got
snacks.
carbonation there, boys. I got some head still there.
About time.
Josh got some head.
Yeah,
Damn.
about time.
Let your boys out.
So, like I said, I have from Union Craft Brewing out of Baltimore, Maryland. Their Pajama Pants series. This is the oatmeal stout with roasted coffee from Vent Roasters. I guess that's like a locally coffee place up in Baltimore somewhere, but 8.5%, so it's sessionable. 55 IBUs on this one. So as you can see, there's still a little bit of a head kind of clinging there. Some lacing on the glass. Very creamy looking. Not completely black. There's maybe like a little dark brown. There's kind of a reddish hue at the bottom of the glass you can kind of see in the light. But yeah, let's go for a nose and see what I pull out.
I wouldn't pull out.
Go for the nose so we pull out.
Oh,
Pull out team.
Pick a winner.
Chicken dinner.
So right off the bat, you definitely get all that coffee. Get a little bit of chocolate. Picking up maybe a little bit of vanilla. I know there's no vanilla in here, but there's a sweetness. It might be from the chocolate that I'm pulling out. But yeah, definitely a lot of coffee. Kind of like an espresso type coffee. It's very kind of in your face, and you can kind of. I had set it down a little bit ago, and you can kind of smell it from afar too. That coffee. So, but yeah, chocolate, coffee. Like I said, maybe a little bit of vanilla on this one that I'm kind of picking up off the nose. But yeah, let's go in for a taste and see what I pull out. Cheers.
Cheers, Josh.
Cheers, Josh.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. Appreciate you, Josh.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Your hair
you.
didn't move. That was awesome.
All right.
I can't do that.
So yeah, right off the bat, you get a lot of that coffee. You get that chocolate. There's a little bit of sweetness. I'm assuming from maybe the chocolate malts and all that stuff in here. There's earlier when I was drinking on, it might have been a little bit too cold, but I was kind of getting a slight metallic taste on the very back end. But now that it's kind of warmed up a little bit, I don't really get that too much. I get more of a sweetness, and I get more of that coffee. Nice creaminess to this one. Probably about a medium to thin body head. It's not super thin. It's got some creaminess to it. Don't really taste that 8.5%. I do get a little hoppiness, not over hoppiness from this one. I mean, it is 55 IBU, so that is fairly high for some of these. I think it uses Cascade and Columbus are the hops, and then malts are pale ale, chocolate brown, chocolate wheat, dark crystal, roasted barley, and oats. So this one's good. Like I said, you don't taste that 8.5%. I would think it'd be maybe a 5 or 6 range, but it's still very creamy. You definitely taste the coffee. You definitely taste the chocolate. I'm not sure how old this is. I think January, maybe something like that. There's no can on date, but
That's not bad.
No. I went on their site. Looks like they put it out sometime end of January, so not super old. But yeah, this one's good. I guess this is like an amped up version of. They make another one called like Snow Pants. Is an oatmeal stout. I think that one's like 5.5 or something. But yeah, this one's good. I'm gonna keep drinking on this one and come up with a score on the next go around. So cheers, Bumpy. Thanks for having me. Cheers to the panel. Cheers to the chat.
Cheers.
You guys
Cheers,
rock.
John.
Oh, buddy. Cheers to you, young man.
Cheers. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
Finally got head.
I gotta take a drink after that. Take a drink.
You got the comments over there. He said head and
That was
pretzels.
quick.
Head and pretzels.
And
That's a
here,
good
here's
night.
somebody else who has a great head of hair.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oatmeal stout by Free State Beer. Again, not much now. Oh, I just about
Whoa.
You swirl like I do.
Yeah, you about threw a Dio.
I almost over regenerated it. Almost over regenerated and blew up my whole glass. Anyway, it's no, I'm gonna go into the nose. Let's get on with this. So, I'm getting dark roasted malts. That's and a little bit of sweetness. I'm not sure what it's probably from the oatmeal. Let's go for a taste. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Chilande.
Cheers.
Cheers, Jeremy.
Getting some
Let's see. We're getting
swirling
feedback.
techniques.
Check your elbow when you swirl.
Right off the bat, you're getting the cocoa taste, but it's like a real smooth, creamy from that oatmeal, sweet. Almost, it ain't too sweet, but it's sweeter than normal. What you would think you'd get out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might not like it that sweet, but I'm getting a bitterness on the back end that's kind of creeps in from the hops, I guess. But it's very smooth, and it definitely doesn't taste like a 6.1. So you can drink this all day long, like Alex says. Stay golden and drink session beers all day. I'll give you a score in a minute. Thank you, Bumpy, for letting me on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, JB. Cheers. Cheers.
Hello.
Thomas Metal 75.
I'm the last in line, as Ronnie James Dio once said. If you don't know who that is, I'm sorry. Look him up on YouTube. Mayflower Beer Brewing. That's
We're on YouTube.
5.4% for the oatmeal stout. America's hometown brewery. This beer has been canned in the can here since January 5th, 2021. Got a little bit left in the can because it didn't fit the whole thing. Now it's got a nice rim around the glass. And I don't know what you're seeing there. On the left side, there's bubble streams. It's looking pretty ridiculously awesome for the style. I'm telling you that. Nice catch.
I see a stand lamp and a camera.
Oh, yeah, man. So, yeah, that smell.
Ooh, that smell.
Does not smell like gas around you. It smells like a lot of fudge, a lot of fudgy, chewy type chocolate. There is the graininess from the oats. I am getting maybe something kind of resembling the vanilla, that kind of sweetness. I'm getting some of the molasses type notes in there too. Just general kind of chocolate, roasty, brown bready notes. So, I mean, not too overly roasty or too oatmeal-ish in the nose. So, smells like a good one. Let's see if it is. Cheers, people.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
If you didn't know,
Cheers.
that is my lighting, the lamp. That's why I have shitty light. One more sip here. So yeah, you definitely get a high concentration of that oaty kind of graininess. Sometimes that's not necessarily what I like a lot about oatmeal stouts, but this one's not. This one's sort of on the lower side of that, to be completely honest. So it's not just like a grainy bomb. Again, to me, sometimes oatmeal stouts can kind of be a grain bomb, if that makes any sense. Following up on that is that fudgy, chewy kind of chocolate. It's got a little bit of a body, I would say medium, on its way towards full, but medium. Pretty crisp, kind of clean, yeah, and it's pretty refreshing. But the other flavors are right after that little fudgy chocolate, and then the oatiness is your roasty, medium kind of coffee in there. You're getting left with a brown bread, malt, and sort of a molasses style sweetness before it starts to go all on the malty side and pretty dry for the most part. But I did an imperial stout last night on Bumpy Road's channel at 8%, which I thought was even smoother than this. I think this one's got quite a moderate carbonation, and I think it's pretty on the grainy oaty side. So you really have to like that flavor to get kind of into something like this one. But so far, not bad for what did I say, $2.14 a can. That's pretty nice. All right, I'll sit and think, and we'll be back at the end.
Awesome.
Nice.
Cheers, Eric. Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
I've had some pretty good brews from Mayflower. I went to the brewery years ago. Small little place.
Yes.
Cool.
Pain in the butt to get to when you're coming from New Hampshire because you have to go through all that stupid traffic on the Pilgrim Expressway or whatever the hell they call it.
You're right about that.
But let me swirl this. Almost tucked.
Almost tucked.
Here, you're doing it. You're doing it.
Keep going, Jesse.
Yeah, I'm using my hips.
Yeah, what are you doing with your right hand?
Oh, yeah.
No, you don't. Yeah.
You're finally hip. You're finally hip.
Do not tell a lie, so he won't.
That was with the left hand. Let's try with the right hand. Oh no,
That's how they call it left
All
hand
right.
milkshake.
So I regenerated head because the head like totally dissipated in this one. There was no head. I did have a constant 3 bubbles that were coming up through that were causing like little mocha bubble formations from the 3 bubble casting up through the center. So that was interesting, a little bewitching. But the aromas, slight amount of a like coffee, a roast, little bit chocolatey. And almost like Alex said, like it smells like it's going to be a smooth body. And I think that's because I'm kind of picking up the smell of a little bit of like oat.
Yeah.
Like oatmeal, if you just open it up and you get all the powdery oats that break up and you inhale the dust. Mm-hmm.
Inhale the
All right.
dust.
Smells pretty good. And the flavors. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir.
Cheers, legendary Bumpy. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Legendary.
Yeah, smooth, creamy-esque mouthfeel, soft, very soft in the palate. I think with all my swirling, I think I decarbed it a little bit. It seemed to have a low, a light medium carbonation. And now it seems to be in the low carbonation level. It's also been sitting out for quite a while. It's warmed up a lot. It does have that kind of leaves a lot of that stringent, powdery feel all over my palate. My tongue so like dried out and everything. Flavors, it's got like a bit of coffee in it. Bit of a, I would say like a mild chocolate note with a hint of bitterness going towards the end. Bitterness is, I would say, on the herbal side. I think I went through this last night. I was struggling with it because it's not quite earthy, but it's kind of got this a decent bitterness. Not overly bitter. I'm just saying it's decent. It's not harsh. Yeah, it is just coffee, light roast, and kind of mid-range chocolate. Feeling of that kind of oatmeal softness and the astringent, not astringent, whatever the hell, acrid. No, it is astringent because acrid's not astringent type palate left over. I'd say kind of low medium bittering effect, but it's not harsh. Very nice. I will be thinking of a score on this one. What I did look up, trying to find what hops were used in this. I could not find any hops. Doesn't even mention the IBUs, but I only went to one site real quick. So what it did say though was they're using Golden Promise from Scotland with copious amounts of oats and something else. Generous portion of malted and flaked oats. Talks about at least the malts that are in. Yep. All right, let's bring back Theo for your score and also any shout outs too.
Yes, sir. All right. So I started with this. Wait, no, I'm not drinking that at all. That's everybody else. Right.
Oh, you
So,
got
yeah, this is pretty good. I'll pour up another one just for fun sakes.
whoa, second.
Okay, so we got, I'll run quickly through all the notes, and I will do it quickly because that's the way I roll. That's what my wife says too. So it's very dark in color, 2-finger head. It dark malty aroma with roasted oats, coffee, chocolate. No alcohol presence on the aroma or the flavor. It is creamy because of lactose and not lactose, but because of the oatmeal. And it's got a medium to full body, coats the tongue. I found it easy to drink, and it tastes like coffee and chocolate. Like I just said that, I know, right? And lasting flavor. But what I'm going to do to it just to make it fun,
Wow.
put a couple of those babies in there, right? So I'm cracking up. Have to get the wife to open the jar for me. Right. So I got the jar, and I got a long skewer, because how else are you going to do it, right? And so we're going to grab up a couple of these. I know we're kind of pushing for time right now.
What your wife said.
I know. Help me get the damn thing open, right? So I'm going to try one of the cherries, and then pour some of my shit in here.
All right.
Ready?
Hashtag Trish Watch.
100 proof. 100 proof.
100 proof. Whoa.
Hashtag
There we go.
take it easy.
They didn't mention this on the pairing, but this is actually pretty
That
damn
really
good.
helped there, Theo.
All right. Cheers. Thanks for having me.
Infusion.
Uh-oh. I thought you were going to chug.
Much better. No, if I could, I would. Oh, yeah, much better. If anything, I'd put some more of that in there. Anyway. Thanks for having me. Oh, yeah, of course.
Pour more of it.
I've seen on one of them, it said 88. I'm feeling pretty good with that. 88 is a good solid score. It's a good beer. Pardon.
Yeah.
It's a good beer. Honest price, 8%. Not quite sessionable, but it'll get you there. It's a really good. I go 88. My shout outs. Where do we go with this one? Let's shout out Chadio. Let's shout out Chadio once more. I think he's like right around or just made it over his 500 mark or whatever. Go by and visit Chadio. He's got new merch in that he just showed us last couple of days ago. Beyond that, I'm sure somebody else will mention Stout someday and this and that. I'm making videos again. I haven't lately, but I do have some stuff coming up here for long. Anyway, thanks for having me.
Awesome.
Cheers to the chat, the 12,000 watching, and the full panel we have here now.
Cheers, D1.
Cheers.
Cheers, Theo. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Stick around for the.
Oh yeah,
let's see
if I eat the whole thing of cherries tonight. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's just say that he's probably going to be wearing his hat backwards by the end of the night with those cherries. BuMpy, thanks for having me, man. So, Finkel and Garf, craft beer out of Boulder or downtown Denver, one of the two. I don't know. I don't care. So, gold medal winner, Cream Stout, 2017 Great American Beer Festival. If you've never been to the Great American Beer Festival, that is a riot. Make sure your Uber is called beforehand, because out of there, I had to walk like 3 miles away to get an Uber.
Damn.
Hey, legendary Brian, isn't that
Yes, sir.
where you saw Kevin for me?
No, well, yeah, he was there. Yeah, that time. Yeah,
Yeah, appreciate you.
He was
I couldn't
still
quite
trying to
get
make
close
it up
enough.
that
He had
hill,
too many
wasn't
groupies around him.
Like Alex.
Still trying to make
Like
it up
Alex.
that hill.
There's a bunch of
Paparazzi.
Alexes there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I poured it up. Now we're getting into the 50 degree. The maltness and the chocolate is really coming out on this thing. Really good head on that thing. Good lacing.
I get it.
Yeah.
5.5. I mean, it's not bad. Thanks, Jeremy.
No matter how long it is, it's still ahead, right?
Head's head.
Jeez. Yeah.
Anyway, so this is a 96 for me. I've rated it before, I think 3 or 4 times on BuMpY-s. It's good stuff. Shout outs. So the 2021 Beer Chug Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all need to get your freaking videos in. May 1st is the cutoff date. You need to get them in. If you don't have a YouTube channel, let me know. I have a Dropbox you can put it in. I have a link. No one's gonna see it. I'll grab it real quick, get it off, and then the next person can do it too.
That's not as fun.
Wow.
So we have like 6 people that have given their videos. So get them in. Miscellaneous Magnets and I are hosting this thing. Get them in. Quit lollygagging. I don't want to wait till freaking nth 30 on May 1st to start putting it all together. I'm going to start getting the videos going, and I'll put them in as they come, and it'll be a riot. You guys will love it, and it's community, man. Love each other, sub each other, have a really good time with this. And the winner of this, I don't care if it's somewhere around the world, whoever wins the Chug Challenge, I'll send you a piece of crap trophy of some sort, and we'll do it again next year. So
now I want to join.
Just do it, man.
Right. That excites me. I want that piece of crap trophy.
It's not that I'm praying for it. It's just that we got Big Banana Brewing. He's up in Ireland, and he's done it. I mean, I'm waiting for other people. I reached out to Hapless. He's not doing it this year. He's kind of YouTube, like he's videoed out. So he said he will do it next year, but he's the one that started it a few years ago, but it kind of faded off. So it needs a new light underneath its ass, and let's get it done. Do it. It's a blast. I don't care how long it takes for you to chug a liter. Have a good time doing it. I'll video it. We'll just laugh at each other. It is such a blast. Cheers.
That was a lot of fun.
Cheers, Brian.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Boom.
Thank you, bro.
Love you.
Cheers.
And somebody that we all appreciate, and he appreciates each and every one of us, is going to score his beer.
Captain Appreciation.
I'll tell you this much, how much I appreciate beer. Is so good. It was I'm gonna have to give that beer a 90. Delicious beer, 90 delicious beer. Please, if you can get, it's very flavorful. If you can get it, please do. Everybody can get it as far as we know. So good stuff. Shout outs. I'm gonna Food Friday. It could be pork roll, egg and cheese sandwiches, or ham, egg and cheese sandwiches. Whoever can't get pork roll. And if you want to turn it into a hoagie, that's fine too. And also you can bring beer. Bring any beer you want. And then I will also be hosting Wild Card Wednesday around 7:30. So I'll be doing that. And also don't forget your stouts for Stout Sunday for Johnny Boy's channel, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. So get your stouts on.
That's fair. Thank you, Alex.
You're welcome.
Cheers, Alex.
Appreciate you.
There you go.
And you said it doesn't have to be actually a hoagie. It can be any type of bread, as long as it's a sandwich, correct?
Yep. Yeah, and if you don't have your pork roll, you can just put ham, egg, and cheese. That's what I'm going to put. That's what I'm going to put. That's what I'm going to do. Pork roll, ham. I meant pork roll or ham and cheese sandwiches, if you will. Whatever. I mean, ham, egg, and cheese. So
What is pork roll?
yeah, it could be pork roll.
What is that?
Cheese.
Processed ham.
I heard of it. I can't believe it. You owe me, beer man.
No, it's in your area, buddy. It's only in your area.
Yeah, it's only like really relevant.
Predominant
like
in
4
your
or 5
area.
states.
I mean, your man can name off a sandwich you probably never heard before in your life.
But I just looked
Make
at.
him ignorant.
No, it's not ignorant. I'm having fun.
Hey, Beer Man, you know what? I owe him
Kind
too.
of does.
I didn't know it was, man.
No, that's okay.
Sorry.
I'm having fun. That's not everybody knows it. But you can get pork roll at the BNR, whatever that.
HEB.
So ham, egg, and cheese.
HEB, supposedly he's trying to
But unfortunately, that's only a Texas chain. So if you're in Texas, you can get that.
Or he said ham can work. You just ham, egg, cheese sandwich.
Yeah, just in case you can't find pork roll, that's why I decided to do that.
That works for me, right on.
As best I've seen it, it's kind of like a bologna. It's like a pork bologna for the most part.
It's fried. It's fried.
Yeah, it was fried up. Sure, it's
Yeah,
cut
it's almost like spam. It's like ground up.
spam.
It's like blended up. It's like blended up ham that's then like baked or flattened into a loaf.
Yeah, the legendary BuMpy-isms had pork roll and cheese with me on the at Maritza, so he knows.
Can we use spam? Can we use spam?
Right.
I'll figure yourself out.
All right, thank you, BuMpy, for letting me join, and I appreciate you.
All right, cheers. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
Oh shit! Cheers, guys.
Then there's this guy.
I'm ready for the high score. I'm ready for this high score.
How low can this one be, Miss Lane?
All right. So from the Big Storm Brewing Company, the Oats and Hose out of Pinellas Park, Florida. God, I hope this isn't their flagship.
Oh yeah, I think you said it right the first time.
I mean, the only thing this really has going for it, other than the appearance, is that it's 6.5%.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Wow.
It's terrible.
No
I don't
quality.
have to email these people.
Wow.
Oh hell no!
They need some milk. They need some milk.
They need some milk.
I hear you.
Wow. Like I
He
said,
needs some milk.
it's very lackluster. Has no roasty points to it. It doesn't taste like chocolate. You get a slight smell of chocolate. You smell oats. It's thin bodied. It's craft beer at its worst.
Crap beer, huh?
The only thing that I can say that, like I said, the only thing that doesn't make this a drain pour is that it's 6.5%. So world breaking new low score. This beer gets a 1 out of 100.
Wow.
It is absolutely that bad. If you see this, never pick it up. It is terrible. This isn't a this Guinness does I mean, you can pick the most played out overdrank stout on the face of the planet. It's 100 times better than this. And the fact that they give you this, they said that it's nitro and that it's not, because you guys clearly saw me pour it at a 90-degree angle and there was no cascade effect. There's no widget. There's no nothing in there. It's horrible. Don't buy it. And
Are
I'll
we
be
making a field trip to
No, it's not. It's not that it's bad. It is that it's bad. It's just not good. Shout out wise, I'll say Beer Chugs Wednesday, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. I did hear some news earlier. I'd like to take this time to shout out to William Kepley, man. I heard that he passed away, and I'd like to just have a moment of silence for him. That's all right with everybody.
I'm with you, brother.
Man.
Cheers to William. He was a good friend. Didn't know him that long. Good guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't even know it.
Cheers.
I left just for a second.
Cheers, William, man.
I'm gonna miss him.
Yeah.
I don't care how much.
Yeah.
That really hit me.
That's tough, man.
His way of announcing when a beer wins for the Multi Monday was amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
it.
thing was priceless.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
He did on this a couple of times in his life. Yes, he did.
Wow, man.
Thank you, miscellaneous.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Thank you, man. Okay, you turned it somber there, but yeah, so
Oh,
good.
wow.
I didn't know that, dude. That's crazy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, man.
All right.
Oh yeah. All right, cool. Shoot. All right, out of this somber moment, I'm going to bring out this.
You got this. You got this.
Laughing. I'm
Anybody
sorry,
can
I'm
bring
not
this
trying
up
to
to
laugh.
you,
Right
man.
now.
Oh,
All
that's
right,
good,
so
man.
Machine House Brewery, man, Seattle, Washington, English style oatmeal stout, 6.2%, and it actually has 69 IBUs. Is what I didn't get that at all. I got that more in the. I'll just read this to you. This is very balanced between the dark malts, hop bitterness, and the malty oat sweetness. It's just really nice. It was really good and balanced. It had the between the dark malts, the hops that they say are in this, and everything, the sweetness of it. It just seemed to really roll well, you know. And it was very oaty, very very flaked oats, like oatmeal, like you're eating oatmeal cereal in the morning, with a little sugar in it and some brown sugar or molasses or something. Slight banana nuttiness, like banana nut bread, comes out when you swirl the bottle and pour your yeast stuck on the bottom. I saw some yeast stuck on the bottom. I was swirling it, threw it in, started getting the banana nut like bread kind of thing. It was really nice. Oatmeal cookies, though, indeed. Nice oaty chocolate and coffee, but lighter. But the oaty dark malt coffeeness and chocolatiness came through well in the finish, as well as a dry chalky feel. Not as heavy smelling in the glass than in the bottle. It really opens up well, like a beautiful flower. Tasty and easy to drink, smooth, and goes down well. Very impressed. 93 out of 100. Very tasty. So I'm really I was hard reading that because I'm really touched by what you just said. That I didn't realize that. I mean, we all realized something might have happened, but damn, dude. All right. Tuesdays, beer and cheese Tuesdays is normal. Bring it 8:00 Eastern, and Wednesday, we have another 4 weeks or so of a Malt Happy Wednesday at 6:00 Eastern, and the rest of the week is just me dancing, showing cats, or doing beer reviews. So look out for that. Or being drunk on the back end. Holy fuck. All right.
Holy crap.
Cheers, guys. Right on.
cheers.
Got my tracker shirt.
Ooh.
Brother.
I'll go
Cheers.
in tonight, too.
Limits.
Cheers, beer man.
Cheers. Thank you.
All right. Corner up.
Okay, thank you, BuMpy. Here it is again, the Samuel Smith Oatmeal Stout. It's definitely a classic. It must be from the well water that they use on all their products. Deep well they have. This is excellent. I still have a little bit left. I'm sipping on it. I guess I liked it better than Alex. I'm giving it a 97.
Nice. Very nice.
There you go.
It deserves it.
It's a classic oatmeal stout, and I recommend it. This would be a good entry beer for somebody trying their first stout, because it's not bitter. You know, it's more has like a fruity note and very easy drinking, and it's only 5%. So I would highly recommend it. This Wednesday at 8:30, John and Illy will be hosting Founders Panther Cup on his station. So anybody who can get that, definitely come on. Stout Sunday on Sunday, 10:30, also on John and Illy. And Alex is hosting Wildcard Wednesday this week. Cheers, everybody.
Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Cheers, Michael.
Josh.
Muted. So this beer is good. The Pajama Pants. First time having this one. First time actually having something from this brewery as well. Great flavor. Good mouthfeel to this one. Nice and creamy. But the head's still kind of lingering a little bit. Get that coffee. Get all those flavors. Score wise for me, I'm gonna give it a 92. It's good. I'd pick it up again. Like I said, you don't taste that 8.5%. It drinks like a 6% to me. But yeah, this one's good. If you see this one, the Pajama Pants by Union Craft, pick up a can. It's good. It's good stuff. So yeah, plug wise, same old thing. Billy Crooker 87 on Instagram. I'm about 17 away from 1,000 subscribers on there. So
Nice.
trying to get to there and see where it takes me. But yeah, this is a good one. Cheers, BuMpy. Thanks for having me. Cheers to the panel. Cheers to the chat.
Cheers, Josh.
Cheers, sir. All right, so they're asking in the commerce says, when is the Panther Cub? When are y'all doing that?
8:30 on Wednesday.
8:30 Wednesday. Okay, there you go.
Standard time.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, that will be right after, hopefully, either Ron Terrio's thing, which is the Chilada or the Michelada.
Yeah.
And I think Alex is also hosting
You dropped the
Wildcard
link
Wednesday
to
that
John's
night.
channel.
Nice.
Well, thank you very much, Josh.
Appreciate you.
Oh, that's
Appreciate you.
Again, oatmeal stout from Free State Beers. As it warms up, it's getting a little bit better, but not good enough. It's too light of a body for me on this, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna give this like a 90. But it's
That's
still
not
a
bad.
good one. It's worth getting if you haven't tried it before. But just to get it because you haven't tried it. But no shout outs, just appreciate you for letting me go on the panel, BuMpy, and first time I've been on here, so appreciate you.
Bring it down.
Yes, sir. Nice to see you.
I'm glad you're
Good
okay
to
and that the storms didn't get to you. That's
Yeah,
nice.
we had a tornado in a town called DeWitt up the road. So
Didn't John and Nilly have an F4 roll through Noonan, Georgia? I heard that name on the news. I'm like,
I think south
going
of
2 miles from
it,
it.
a couple miles, 2 miles from him.
Yo.
yeah.
Right.
You got the hard hat, right?
Well, hopefully get some. Stick around if you can afterwards. We can create the poll. Hopefully, we can get some beers on there that you might be able to get again.
Yeah, man.
Join up. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Jeremy. Or as Drunken would say, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Jeremy Beans.
He's always
I don't
been
know why
Jeremy.
he does it that way. He hates
All the love, brother. All the love.
I know, brother.
Oh yeah, Pinky's out. Whoop.
Wrong pinky.
Don't try on your laptop.
I drink a beer. All right. But be the guy that drinks oatmeal stout. Try it if you've never had an oatmeal stout. They're delicious. This one here, I like the base flavors. I think it's, for me at least, it could be my problem with oatmeal stouts. I've had some that are better than others. But the Mayflower oatmeal stout's really on the oat, grainy kind of side. So I'll give it an 88 out of 100. I'm liking that fudgy kind of chewiness to it. Even at 5.4, there's a chewy amount of body to it, if that makes any sense. I like the roasty notes. I like how you're getting molasses and some brown bread right before it dries. It could use a little bit, maybe less oats in the mash or however they're brewing the beer. But then again, it's an oatmeal stout, so I guess you got to go full steam ahead with that in mind. But I would still recommend this beer, and I would still pick this beer up. Yeah, it would be great on a stout Sunday, man. Definitely. Early in the morning beer, yeah, this one would be great with some coffee, I'll tell you that. Even if they did coffee variant, that would be delicious. So, Alex, we talked about this one. He's going to take the reins on the Alex the Beer Master channel and do some Wildcard Wednesday, 7:30. Work confliction that may happen across the year, but next week we'll be back to that channel. All right, on. And I will be there for the beer chugs. What the ABV? I will be around for that at 9 Eastern Standard, 6 p.m. Pacific. Oxblood Forge. Big old news here on that one. We got all the mixes. I think we're going to be, hopefully we're calling it a day of mixing and we're going to be mastering finally. And then it's and then it's putting out our press release. We're working with a promotional company, and then once we decide to work with them, 8 weeks in the future will be an album release. So stay tuned to that, people. All right, we're getting there.
Dude. It takes a while to get that stuff done, doesn't it? Yeah. Sounds like you're up to the end, but then you still say another 2 months. You know, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're trucking, man. We're trucking.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Eric.
Welcome. Cheers, William.
Cheers.
Legend.
Right. I did trademark Amazing Balls. I also say mayonnaise. All right. So the Vinyl. It's a very nice oatmeal stout. It ranks up there for me in the top, probably 3 that I've had. I think Samuel Smith is probably the winner overall out of all the oatmeal stouts I've had. I recently did one, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, from another brewing company in New Hampshire that was a bit lighter on flavors. It had a fantastic mouth to it. And it was like one of the creamier oatmeal stouts that I had in a long time. And then I had this one, and it's got a little bit more flavor to it. Not quite as silky smooth of a mouthfeel, but it still has a very nice soft mouthfeel. The other one I did was the Crows of Eden before, and that was one I was going to bring, but then oatmeal stout didn't win that first time, so I came back and won the second time. So 2 times in, oatmeal stout wins, taking out the ever hard to find for some people and elusive Beer de Garde. But hopefully that will be on there soon. And hopefully it's when I can get a better Beer de Garde than what I have. But I'm going to give this beer a 95 out of 100. I think it's a decent oatmeal stout for sure. Shout outs. Well, we're going to go create a poll after this ends. And the poll will be placed in the various Hangout groups that I'm associated with in Google Hangouts. It will also be posted on Beerman's community tab, community page, community column, whatever they call it. And if you're not able to find any of those places where it would be placed, it's also going to be in the description of this video. You don't have to go back and watch through the whole video. It's not like a link that just pops up at the tail end. It's in the very beginning. You don't have to watch it. In the description, I will post the poll. Everybody's welcome to vote. The polling comes down 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday. So you have until then to get your votes in for whatever is on the poll for the next beer that we do on Monday, which is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel. Before Monday happens, we do have the After Dark beers on Sunday. That one, just bring a dark beer. There's no polls or anything for that. You just bring a dark beer. You can join up on panel. A little bit less structured. A little bit, not too much of a difference really, but a little bit more chat going and shenanigans in the beers. But I want to appreciate my panel. Let's bring everybody back.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate all of you guys for showing up tonight. And yes, William Kepley, you will be sorely missed. We kind of had a feeling like something.
Yeah.
Like what happened had happened. Yeah, he had been hard to contact for quite a period of time now. It's still very, very sad news to hear. But it is kind of that, the closing of it, you know now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he was tired a long time, and now he's not suffering, so it's all good. Cheers to him. With that, I'll take a
appreciate you guys in the chat too. But we're gonna go ahead and close this one out. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.